All right, how's it going? Matt Leighton. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the seller subsidy, also known as closing cost assistance. Should the seller be helping you with closing costs, or better yet, should you be requesting that the seller help you with closing costs? That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. I'm here in Arlington, Virginia in my courthouse office. You can get a glimpse of it behind me. It is Christmas Eve. When you see this, it will be Christmas morning. So first and foremost, Merry Christmas. Okay, let's get right into it. Seller subsidies. Should you be asking for the seller to pay your closing costs? You know, when you go and close on a property, when you go to settlement, there will be the seller side closing costs. There's also going to be buyer side closing costs that as a buyer you will be responsible for. Now, when you're filling out a contract, you can ask for a seller subsidy. That is possible. So should you be doing this? I think the answer comes down to your situation. I think there definitely is a possibility and there definitely is a potential for you to be asking this. It just comes down to how well your offer is. If it's a balanced offer, if it's a clean and clear-cut offer. If you're competing with other offers and it's a multiple offer situation, I probably would not recommend asking for closing cost assistance. On the other hand, if there's no other offers and you think you can get a good deal, I think it might be worth it to go a little bit under list price and then ask for a couple $1,000s back for closing. The sellers care about the net, what they are going to keep. And when you think about that, you have the gross sales price less the seller subsidy, less whatever closing costs as a buyer you're asking for. So think about this scenario. Let's say a property is on the market for $400,000 and you write an offer for $395,000. You'd be saving about $5,000, right? Well, think about another scenario where you offer $400,000 list price and then you ask for $5,000 back in seller subsidies. It's still a net of $395,000. It means the exact same for the seller, where on the other side of the equation, on your side, if you were to do $395,000, you know, you get a slightly lower mortgage, maybe you save a couple dollars per month, but you still have that huge down payment that and then that closing cost also. But in the situation where you go full list with $5,000 back, your mortgage might be a few dollars higher. It's nothing drastic. It's going to be a few dollars higher, and then you immediately save $5,000 from out-of-pocket expenses. Closing costs can be anywhere from 2 to 5% of the purchase price. So these are thousands of dollars, and let's face it, buying a home is hard enough and saving up for the down payment is really difficult. And if you have an opportunity to save $5,000 out of pocket, why not take advantage of that? Now, some may say, why not just bump the sales price up $15,000 and then ask for $15,000 back in seller subsidy? Well, that sounds like a good idea, but we have to think about the appraisal. The lender is only going to give you enough money for however much the property is worth. They're not going to give you money if you just artificially increase the sales price so you can get money back. It doesn't work that way. The appraiser is going to see right through that. They're only going to appraise to what the property is actually worth. You can't manipulate the system and try to increase the sales price and also increase that closing cost to help you out on the back end. Doesn't work that way. My thoughts on the seller subsidy are this: if there is an opportunity for you to get money from the seller for closing costs, I think you should absolutely take advantage of it. If you're competing against other offers, it's going to be very difficult unless you start waiving other contingencies, things like the home inspection, things like the appraisal. And at that point, if you're waiving the appraisal and you're asking for money back, you are walking on thin ice. Maybe it's a dream home, maybe you know what you're doing, but once you start waiving appraisals and waiving other contingencies, you have to think about what's really most important, because you are putting yourself at risk. With the seller subsidy, there is opportunity if you're not competing with other offers. So maybe on the next property you write on, try coming in a little bit below the sales price and ask for a few $1,000s back. It will really help you out the day of settlement. All right, so thank you so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, you can do so by hitting that red subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, create a productive day. Take care.